Right now, after that, you write inside code space dot enter and reduce the fan speed. Code space enter. VS Code should be there in the system. VS Code we have code space dot enter. Code space dot enter. Code space dot enter. Like sound is not coming. Are you able to hear me? Okay. So code space enter we have given code space dot and then enter. VS Code will open. Code space dot then press the enter key. VS Code will open. Now after that, you can close the welcome page, not required. And under the API folder, you create a file, give the file name index.html. Okay, given index.html. Under this index.html, we can start from HTML. Here you can follow a script we can write. Body you can open and body you can close. Inside that, right here h1 API example. Okay, done. Now go here in the VS Code, left side you have a extension. This icon is there. Click on that extension icon. Icon is there. Click on that extension icon. After clicking on extension icon, this panel will open here. In that search box, in the search box, you write here call Ritvik. It should be connected with internet. Live server. Ritvik live server. Okay, only type Ritvik better. Give only Ritvik. In the case of live server, many live servers are coming. Write a Ritvik only. After that, are you getting any install option here? Once you type the Ritvik, install option will come. Okay. Install option. Click on that install. Click on install button. Installation will be done. Okay. Now, if installation is done, we can check it. If installation is done, we can check it. You can do the right click in your HTML page. Right click in the HTML page. After doing right click, you will find option called open with live server. Right click option will come called open with live server. Getting option open with live server. Just select that option. Open with live server came. If browser open automatically, very good. In case not open, go to the browser, type their localhost :500/index.html. Localhost 5500. Hmm? We have to open the base code using the command prompt. Any method, whichever the method you want to open it. It should open in current folder. So hope look like this, which is loaded. Anyone not able to run through live server? Cool. If you are able to run, very good. We are on the track. Cool. Now come to this file. This file, okay, home file, index file. Use a UL tag, close the UL tag, follow the li tag, okay, property. Next, come inside. ULLI is okay. For each li, on click, call a function 1, 2, 3, 4. Function 1, function 2, function 3, 4, 5, 6. About us. Contact us. Login. Register. Gallery. Function also you can change. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now create a CSS file. In that CSS file, write some CSS so that it should look like the menus. Create a CSS file, separate CSS file, style.css. Include in this file, write some CSS for that. So the menu should look like the menu. like create a navigation. So for that you have to call another CSS file here, link rel equal to style set href equal to style.css. Now in that style.css, write the CSS so that this should look a proper professional menus. Everyone should be able to do their own. CSS possible? So no, right, right. Why not possible? We have learned already. Please share the CSS code also, or maybe file also you can share. Style.css after writing. Background should be purple color. Background should be purple color. When we move the mouse, it should convert into blue color. Text should be white color. Which one? Menu UL background should be purple. And when we move the mouse on LI, background should convert into which one? Blue color. And text should be white. Try quickly. CSS written. Anyone please share the CSS code, CSS file. Avinash Reddy has sent some half, another person has sent half. Let me mix one place and see what is the final output. We'll create a file here called style.css. See, this not look like what we have learned here. It look like the child CSS. What we have learned here, it is not exact same. Float left for UL, you have written. Float left for UL, what is the sense here? What belong to whom? Let me ask him. That code was of Yuvraj. Why float left you are written there? Think and then write now. Think and then write. Something like this. Something wrong still. Oh, display inline block here, Matt. Display inline is a block. Heading might not apply there. It's March. See? Write some CSS full body tag, cursor colon pointer should be there. Hmm? What is not working? Are you calling the CSS? You have to call inside HTML, then it will work like that. For body tag, we'll apply margin 40-50 px. So from all the sides, that will be tag of 50 pixel. And for UL tag, border radius 10 px. Border radius you can apply here 20 pixel. Corner will be sharp by round by 10 px. Okay, so something like this. Next, based on the click of this, here the content will get changed. API will come there. As of now, this is just you have written as a design we have made. Okay. Come to the HTML again. Write a division. ID equal to container. Write division in the last. Footer also. You can use a p tag. JavaScript. Page function for HTML files. JavaScript page function for HTML files. Okay, ready. Next, after that, footer is coming here. Footer should be in the last. So we have here call container. For that, we'll give some height, and for footer, we can give something. So come to the CSS file again. Style.css file. Come to the style.css file. In style.css file, write the CSS for hash container. Inside that, mean height, how much? 400 pixel, 450 you can give. Text align center. Next, after that, come down, use the footer tab. Hello. In footer tab, you can write padding of the footer 15 pixel, border hyphen top 5 pixel, dotted orange color or maybe blue color, dotted or dashed you can write dashed blue color. Then you can write text align center, text align in the center, and color as a maybe any color, maybe blue color only, and font weight bold. Written, footer is coming in the last. After footer is written in the last call, JavaScript fetch API example. So footer will be in the last always because we have given height this one of how much? 450. If your screen height is bigger, you can increase that. If your screen height is big, instead of 450, you can give 550, give 600. Footer should appear in the last. Okay. Next, after that, the link should be functional. Whichever the link we click, This example is for the static page. Using fetch API function, how to read only HTML pages. After that, design will be same. We'll create one more file. There, menus will be this much or more than that, where data will come from somewhere else. That will be for the fetching the data from the backend server or maybe running server or live server, anything. So hope your design is ready. GALLERY. Okay, so done till here. Go ahead next. We'll create a script file separate. Uh, so we can write one function here to test it. Okay. So first create a file called home.html in current folder. Home.html in current folder. Create a file home.html in current folder. So index wise, CSS wise, design wise is well for all. Okay. Now create a file home.html. You can write here h1 welcome home. Next, after that, use the p tag. Okay, ready? Now let's come next. This home file you have written in which folder? Same folder? Yes. Come to the index.html file. Then you should ask in home.html why we have not started from HTML and body. Have we started from HTML? No. Only we have a start from the H1 directly. Reason is content of home page, content of home file will come under this division. Under which division? Container. Container we have here. When we click on the link from home file, whichever the content is there, all will come under this container. Okay, in this division. Now, this division is already part of HTML body. Already HTML is there here. Already head body, everything is there. If you open again HTML head and body in the home file, then what will happen? Double head body will happen or not? Then your document will be destructured document. Browser will not understand properly where is the what. Okay. Because of that, this is the main file. Index is the main file. And whatever the pages we are going to create, it will be the piece of the page. Okay, piece of the page means a small functionality. According to button click, content of the file will come and take the place of division. Under division, we are going to send using inner HTML. Okay, because of that, we have not written the body and head in the home file. Let's go at this place now. Come to the head section. In head section, write a function. In head section, write a function. Okay, so write a function called one. Function one. Here I will use a function called fetch function. Fetch function. Fetch function. Inside the fetch function, we'll give the name of the file that you want to read. Which file? home.html. Fetch function will send a request to home.html. Okay, once you click on button one, first link, one function will call. Function one will send a request to the home.html using fetch function. Now, fetch function will send the request, but fetch function will not capture the response. Okay. We speak from the mouth, right? And hear from where?
Yes.
Ear. Request will go through mouse. Response will be captured by ear. Fetch function will send a request, but from there, whichever the response will come, will not open the mouth to capture the response. Okay. Who will be ready? Ear will be ready. Understood or not? Through one hand, you throw a ball. Ball will go touch the wall. And where it will go? Come back. Now the fetch function will say, I can send request, means I can throw the ball. Once the ball will come back, sorry, I cannot capture that. Then what will happen? We have to apply the second hand. One hand is throwing the ball, second hand will capture the ball. Once, not while going, once it will come back. So request means what? Sending the request somewhere. Now after that, person will listen and he will say hello. He will say hi, he will say hello. Once he will say hello, hello will come back to you. Now you should be able to capture the hello. That is called a response. Using fetch function, we send a request. It's an API function. Using that, we communicate from the client to server. So as of now, we are testing first example with the HTML. Tomorrow example will be based on JSON and PHP files. Okay? So using fetch function, we are sending a request to where? Home file. Where is the home file? In current folder only. No need to give the path. Directly give the file name. After that, from that file, a response will come. So what response will come? Look into this file. You have text and HTML. That will be as a response. So once response will come, we have to apply another function to capture the response. And that function is called a promise function. Let me write here then. You can also write then and see what is coming in the, see when I wrote it then, you can see suggestion is coming, THEN then. THEN then. When I wrote then, it's saying like then is a method. And what method? After method, what is written? Promise. Okay, then is a method, and after promise, what is applied? Angle bracket. Under angle bracket, call is a response. So then is the promise function. What it will do? Then is the promise function. Then what is the use of the promise function? You see here, promise function is written, and after that, response is capturing. So the promise functions are those functions that used to capture the response. So here then become a promise function. In Angular, we have subscribe. Like same, there also will send the request, their response will come, there will apply the subscribe. So this then is a JavaScript function, which is not Angular function. So using then function, we are going to capture the response. Now when you capture the response, is that response the actual data or encrypted data? Okay, the response is coming from the file. That is the actual data, original data, or encrypted data. That will not be actual data. It will not be original data. It will be a encrypted data. Because communication is happening between two parties. One is the backend, another one is front end. So backend is available in the USA and the front end is sitting in the Bangalore. Now what will happen? Communication will happen from both the sides. So when the data communication happen, original data will not transfer through internet. 7 layer of internet will encrypt the data, and then you will get as a encrypted data. So after receiving the request, we have to convert into original data. Okay, so we have two functions here. One is the text function. Using text function, if response is coming in HTML and text, then we will use as a text function. So now from home file, what will be the response? HTML and text data. So there we will use as a text function. If the data is coming from the backend in JSON format, PHP, Java, .NET, Node.js, it will give the data in the JSON format. So when the data come in JSON format, JSON encrypted data, then we have to use another function that is called JSON function to convert from the simple, you can say, decryption part. Okay, decryption part. Since the data was traveling from one end to other end and it was encrypted so that someone cannot access. Now once the data reached to the final destination, we should be able to decrypt that. We should be able to decode that. And then only we can produce to the user. Yes, this is the final output. Encrypted data we cannot display to the user. So for that we are going to use here one function called fetch function to send the request. Another function then function to capture the response. And after capturing the response, it will do the decoding part also. Okay, but first then function will capture and decode. It will not give the output. You have to apply one more then function. So then function will apply 2 times. First time then function will apply, it will capture the response and decode the data. Again one more then function will apply, that will return the original data. Okay, that people will ask and explain how the page function works. What is the page function? What is the promise function? Whenever the word will come with a promise, don't look lot of definition from internet. See, like promise functions are those functions that are used to capture the response. When we use the promise function, whenever we send a request to anywhere, after sending the request from their response will come. So the function will send the request, they cannot capture the response. So at that place, we apply a promise function, saying like, you go and capture the response. After capturing the response, decode the response and then give me back, then we can run the for loop or using inner HTML, we can do anything. Okay, so let's write one. It's a simple only, not difficult. We will remember each and every line. Okay, we'll use any variable here. Like suppose I will give here call file data, or let me use here called response keyword, response. It's not predefined, keep in mind. Response is not predefined here. Okay, or we can write here file response. Why to make confuse? Write here college what? File response. So this file response is coming in the encrypted format. Now using file response.text method, you are going to convert that because data is coming in the form of HTML and text. After converting that, you will apply one more then function so that it will produce us the final output. And you can write here ORIGINAL, original data. Original data. And this original data will be your actual data. Alert original data. Your variable name can be anything. Keep as alert. Save it. Click on button and save. Written. Now let's run the page. Click on first home button. See any alert is coming. Home click. It will give the content of the file. That content of the file we need to send here is inner HTML. we can go here and we can write here document dot get element by id, which id container dot inner html original data, this variable. Ready? On button click. Data is coming or not? Here, it will come here, no? When we click here, this content will appear. If you reload, that data will not come by default. Once you click here, then that content should load here. Welcome. Right? Not working? Hmm? How many people working? Working. Cool. Okay. Next, you can do this one. Copy the function one, paste below, change to function 2, and call here a file called about.html. Same way you can do and call all the files. You have to create a file about.html. Create one more file about.html and then check home and about both is calling or not. About page is loading. We will create some more static dynamic page tomorrow. Then we can see some more things. Yesterday class will cover up on Saturday, Sunday. Saturday or maybe Sunday we can attend the class. Saturday we have bootstrap class also in the morning. Okay, then we can log out. Remaining other static page you create and just copy the function and put there the